Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to another Our Town Community Show. I am super excited to have my friend and colleague, good first name, by the way, Ryan Lucia in the house. Ryan, my friend, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Well, we've been talking a lot before air, and I know this show is going to go fast. So we're going to jump into it, and we'll see. We might have a part two. Who knows? But Ryan, for those people who don't know you, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Is it your faith and your family? What are some of the bedrocks of your life?
Yeah, so 43 years old, just turned 43 in May.
Young man.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
I realized when I hit 40 that I was probably roughly halfway there. And if my second half is better than my first half, I'm going to do pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm an entrepreneur, like hardcore, been that way my whole life. I'm married to my wonderful wife, Stephanie. I've got two children. One is 13. Her name's Evie. And I've got an 8-year-old son.
Nice. So family man, hard worker, and I'm sure, we mentioned our faith being very important to us. There's a lot of entrepreneurs that watch this show and struggle with that life balance.
Yes.
How hard is that to do? I mean, from your experience of going, all these things are important to me. It's a juggling act to a certain degree, right?
Yes, 100%. It's I'm gonna speak from a perspective of still working on it,
right?
Because I don't want my wife to be like,
No,
"Look at you giving advice." Like, why don't you follow your advice? I'm in the process. I'm getting much better. So I think balance is a tough word. Like if you define the word balance, it's equal, right? Mm-hmm. It's unrealistic to think that you can run multiple companies and spend equal amount of time with your family. And so I don't actually consider it balance.
Correct.
So I remove that word from that equation because I feel like it's an unrealistic expectation, like perfection.
Sure.
So what I do is I try to prioritize the things that are really important. Okay. So if my kids want me at their sporting events, or if I want to be there, obviously I do. Those are the things that I try to prioritize, those moments, vacations. Even when I feel like everything's falling apart around me at work, I still go on vacation. My wife sometimes has to drag me a little bit. Right. But, by the time you sleep and you work a 10, 12-hour day, there isn't enough hours to create balance with family and work. So it's about being present and intentional, I think, during the time you have.
So, yeah, it's something I said a lot speaking, was being deliberate, purposeful, and intentional with our time. And I think that's what you're saying is, it's funny you say that. I'm actually heading out Sunday for some much needed time away. My wife's like, you can work while we're gone. You don't have to get everything. I'm like, well, I have to. So it's a balancing act. And my kids have gotten older. But I've been at all the pivotal events. Mm-hmm. And my wife and I've celebrated 25 years of marriage earlier this year.
Congratulations.
And, thank you. And then, big birthday coming up. So we're just going to be glad we're in a good place. So, well, tell us a little bit, Ryan, with faith. Just, however you want to define that, how that plays a role in your personal life, your business life, and everything you do.
So I owe everything I've got to him because, like many stories in the Bible, he chose the least of all of us.
Right.
To promote. I am high school dropout. All odds were against me, right? And he's blessed me with wisdom and everything I've really ever dreamed of. I mean, I pretty much have it. Beautiful, healthy family. I wake up every day grateful. I should be dead 10 times over again. Escaped death so many times. And so I'm a true believer that every day I'm trying to live for him and glorify him. And, there's days we fall short and there's days that I crush it. And he still loves me the same, which is great.
Yeah, I said in our old Sunday school class when my kids were young, I said something about getting understanding grace and feeling like, or throwing up a prayer of something. I'm like, God, well, you haven't gotten back to me, but I'm going to go ahead and get work on this next endeavor. And, and I think for people that are hard charged entrepreneurs, that's a tough, to wait and be patient. Maybe more tough than for some other people.
I'm not good at that.
I'm terrible at it.
I tell people I jump out of the plane before I realize I forgot the
blueprint, the parachute.
The parachute.
Yeah.
and then I create one on the way down.
Yep.
And then I pray to God it works.
Yep. And we roll the same way.
Yeah.
The Ryan and Ryan show. No, I get it, because my wife, she didn't watch any of the shows I do. She's like, I lived the show.
Yeah.
for I've known her 30 years. She's like, I literally heard the story. So let me tell you the story anyway. She's like, literally, I'm telling you, I don't want to hear it. You're still talking about it. So no, I hear you 100%. But you were talking your family and friends, that network of people. How important is that to you in terms of whatever you want to call success and reaching out to other people? But are family and friends a key part of your life?
So, in all transparency, I don't really, I know this probably sounds bad, and a lot of people are gonna be like, wait a minute, I'm your friend. But I don't really have a lot of friends.
Right.
And it's strictly because I've prioritized my time to focus on the growth of my businesses.
I get it. I do.
And my family. And so, I value time equally to my family and everything else. It's the one thing that you can't create more of for the most part. So I've found ways to optimize that by getting an assistant and things like that. But, yes, I would love to have friends and friend time. But honestly, when it all boils down to it, I have responsibilities. And then I also, probably the thing that brings me the greatest joy is spending time with my family. So
we're a lot alike. I mean, this is going to be a recurring show. I can see opportunities. I can say, no, I mean, the same way I've had to sacrifice, it's not that not having it, but the time of, hey, we're going to go golf, we're going to do this. I've been the guy that said, you only get, like you just said, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I always say, it's 168 hours. It's the great equalizer. We can have 20 assistants, but there's only one Ryan and one Ryan. Or two Ryan. We in our case, we might get two 168. No, but you know what I'm saying? And so, I relate to that. As our audience is listening, I've had to let a little bit of that say, I can't play. I can't go to the cornhole league. I can't. And I think there's people like, why not? And I'm going, well, if I gave this much over here in business, then I've neglected my wife or kid. I got to do that too. Yeah. Something has to give. I get it. I do get it.
And I'm working my way out of a job gradually over the last 5 years as I've matured. And so now I'm running my business as more like a business owner, so I have a little bit more flexibility. But yeah, going golfing for 4 or 5 hours is very different.
I do it, I'll do it once a quarter or once, but I've got a lot of my friends that, are about the stage I am in. They're playing twice a week, and I'm going,
I hate it.
I'm not good.
I hate the game.
I mean, I'm so mad by the time I get to the 8th hole. I'm like, well, I hate it. I'm hot. Why am I even out here?
I promised last time I wasn't going to come do this again, and here I am.
Well, exactly. And I'm the guy that goes to Walmart to buy the cheapest golf balls. And I'm like, you going to get that one you hit over there? I'm like, nope.
I buy 2 boxes.
Yeah, do you do it? God, this is uncanny. It's unscripted, folks. Literally, we've known each other, but not in person. This is completely unscripted. Right. This is authentic. But I do. And they're like, you hit that one way, and the one's like, it's not that good a golf ball. I'm going to drop it. Yep, exactly how I play. I'm not even driving over there. I have no idea where it went. So, in terms of fitness, you've seen, you said you talk to a lot of business owners. I know I get to see them, but I get to see a lot of stuff. I mean, mental fitness, spiritual fitness. I mean, physical fitness certainly, but mental fitness. This has been a tough, almost 27 months. I was alluding to something on air of stuff still continuing to or off air, something continuing to happen to people. There's people listening to the show that need hope and need encouragement. I mean, they're like, oh, these guys are laughing and they got their own business. I mean, we deal with the same thing. I mean, we deal with tough times, and it's just, you have your ups and your downs and your ups, but what do you say right now with mental fitness starting to become a topic, more discussed? But there's people going, that's great for them, but I'm lonely, I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm depressed. I mean, they're real feelings.
Yeah, 100%. The one thing that I would say is protect your holes. I guess is what I tell my kids is, your eyes are a gateway, and who you follow on Facebook. I have unfriended more people and unfollowed more people on social media in the past 2 years than I ever have in my life. And that's helped me so much, because I was just talking about general manager the other day, and I said, what's really weird? I was like, I don't know if things are shifting, but I feel like the world's just so much more positive lately. And he's like, what? And so, but I've been reading books,
you kind of pulled yourself away from stuff you don't want to see.
I've pulled myself out. I've only follow people that I feel like post positive things.
Right.
I've surrounded myself with positive, powerful people that are encouraging. Our staff is all hired based on attitude and personality and heart, and we have a great culture. And so when you have all that around you,
you don't want to hear the drama and the
Yeah,
upset.
I don't watch the news. I don't people bring stuff up to me and I'm just like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I think, I saw a post the other day, somebody had posted something about that, and I just can't deal with, I want to help people, whatever, but whatever you're taking in, whatever you're absorbing, whatever you're listening to, whoever you're around, all these things, it's like kids, you put them in, they're watching R-rated movies. If they're 5 years old and playing violent video games, it's going to impact you. Mm-hmm. It's going to impact adults as well. And I need to clean up some. I got people that I'm friends with on Facebook. I don't even know who they are in real life. Yeah. Somehow, or LinkedIn even. There's people that over the years have sent stuff, and I've accepted it. But I think that's really good advice.
And to tie that in with the last topic about balance, family, and priority. My wife and I both had found ourselves wanting to get in better physical shape, also having a hard time finding that really intimate time where we get to spend together. So we recently joined a gym together and we go work out.
So you're doing that together?
Yes.
That's great.
So
it's like two
that's
birds
been
with one
great. We
stone.
go during lunch and it's been really, really nice just seeing her, spending more time with her, and then also physically getting better.
Good for
and
you.
That's directly helped my mental as well.
It is, and that's the thing about it. The last few months, even when I was just doing brisk 4-mile walks, whatever, well, I'd had a back issue, something that went whack, and then you get out of the pattern, and then over time, you just find yourself not doing it. It's like anything else in life. And so I can't say anything on air that, people are like, really? You said if you want it bad enough, you'll do it. So I am
hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, I got to hold myself accountable. But so in terms of fun, let's go to that. What do you enjoy? When you go on vacation or whatever, when you can just be, big kid again, what do you enjoy doing?
Play with my kids.
Yeah.
I think probably the most fun thing is watching my kids play sports. I get pretty passionate.
Yeah.
And then I think one of my other favorite things to do is just spending one-on-one time with strangers.
Just getting to know random people?
I really enjoy connecting with people,
awesome.
Total strangers, and just really kind of that speed dating.
Yeah, you kind of know a story that's just somebody you would never met otherwise.
You get to know them. You get you really get into the core of a conversation,
cool.
Get past all the fluff, and just get to it. I love trying to break through that as a challenge.
But you just never know, Ryan, and I think you would agree, you just never know what impact that leaves with somebody.
100%.
It could be on an airplane ride. I've sat people in the airplane, they're asking me stuff, or something you share, or something they share, or how it impacts you. You just never know how it's going to play out. And life is just, I've been saying life is it is the present. Life is a present. We don't get the 15 minutes back right now, and we don't know what's going to happen in the next 15 minutes. Yeah. And I know that, I say that, but sometimes I forget that. I don't know, we all do.
Yeah,
we all
we're
do.
Human.
We are definitely human indeed. But what? Because again, I think we may look at doing another one of these. What's something in the future you're excited about? Just any part of your life that you're looking forward to, kind of in 2022 or 2023. Anything pop up?
It could be anything, literally.
Yeah.
I dream so big.
I know.
And I've got so many things that I want to accomplish. And
you probably got a long to-do list, task list.
And they're huge. My wife is you cannot start anything else. And I'm but I got these other 8 things.
I know.
So yeah, it's
but just so looking for possibly the next opportunity, the next way to expand in some part of life, always dreaming.
Yeah.
I get it. And my wife's like, how many to-do lists do you need of reminders of things you have in the works? I'm like, she's because you got them in 12 places. I'm like, don't want to lose the idea, right? So, all right. Well, we're going to be coming to the end of the show here, but we'll have, the show will be airing very soon. It's great having our guest here, Ryan Lucia, business owner, great family man. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much. Folks, you've been listening to another Our Town show. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you again next time.